having not realized the outcome that Abby was describing. It was as though her sister dumped cold water over her head. Claire imagined going towards another city, insufficient when it came to strength, and getting attacked by a monster they couldn't handle. The very thought of being devoured by monsters didn't sit well in her stomach. Even though we can revive and in no danger, Hannah began to say, but shivered and stopped, not wanting to voice the obvious. Hearing Hannah's words, Claire couldn't help but nod and shake off the feeling due to her own memories when becoming an adventurer. The sounds of the birds chirping and wheels of the cart making crunching noises over the gravel made a strange background for such a disturbing image. So, what's the plan? Claire asked her sister. Abby was quiet as she walked next to the cart. After some time, she said, "Until Bill gets used to fighting against stronger monsters, and all of us level up, I don't see any reason for leaving these starting cities." Turning her head to look at both Hannah and Claire behind her. The two of you also need to focus on developing your skills at crafting items to sell. It's going to be harder for both of you, compared to what Bill is going to have to do. In addition to crafting, you'll need to make sure you don't get too far behind in your combat experience. Off in the distance, a howl could be heard. Pulled from the topic, Claire quickly switched gears and focused on the sound and looked to see where it was originating from. "You see anything?" Hannah asked the two of them. "Not that I can see," Claire answered. Claire's eyes scanned the grassy field, but didn't see anything but the usual. "Don't worry about those things," the worker told them. "It's likely just a couple of night wolves. They tend to have a large territory, so they're also on the lookout for things to eat." The adventurers in the cart were all looking around them, as though hoping the added height would help them to spot the danger. Mindy stood up, holding a hand to her brow to try and block out the sun. "Shouldn't we be ready to fight those things?" she asked the worker, confusion and worry in her voice. "You're more likely to fall off of the cart by standing up while it's in motion than those things attacking us." The worker growled, as though not having patience for any foolishness. Blushing, Mindy slowly sat back down. Anticipating the worker's thoughts, Abby said, "I'm guessing those things aren't going to attack a large group like ours?" "Nope," the worker answered. Watching how the worker was behaving and then checking out the horses, Claire noticed that neither of them was worried about the animal sounds. "Those aren't even the things that would likely be attacking us, even with a large group." The worker continued, "Night wolves are pretty intelligent, so they have the habit of only attacking when the effort is cheap," she explained. "That's one of the reasons why they're left to high-level adventurers, not because of the strength of the individual wolves, but how they coordinate in a pack." There were more howls off in the distance. "It's like they're communicating with one another," Claire thought as she tried to spot the animals. "Don't bother trying. Those howls tend to travel long distance on this type of terrain, with nothing to absorb the sound. I'd be surprised if you did catch a glimpse of them." The worker chuckled at her thought. Even if they were going to attack, just like the name suggests, those things prefer attacking at night or darkened areas. It's too bright out right now. Thinking about what the worker told them, Abby asked, "What type of monster do we have to worry about? The worker was silent, as if not hearing Abby's question. Claire wondered if the woman was going to say anything to Abby. Before Abby could ask again, the woman said, "The closer to the mountain we get, you'll need to keep an eye out for rock lizards." Rock lizards? Mindy asked, sounding as though she'd never heard the monster before.